Hello everyone, my name's Beth and this is Annabelle. Hello! We're going to be talking about living God's way and living differently. Living differently? We live differently to show God that we love Him and to show other people that we love God. It's not our works that save us, it's Jesus that saves, but we live differently because we love God. So we're going to talk about the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments? Yes. So when Moses in the Bible was teaching people how to love God and how to live differently, he gave them the 10 Commandments. So the first one said, "You shall have no other gods before me." What's that mean? Well, that means that if you love God, you will put Him first. And you will not make other gods and worship them before the one true God. God doesn't want you worshipping different gods. He only wants you to worship Him because He's the one true God. Oh, I see. Next one. Do not make idols and bow down and worship them. What's that mean? Well, there were people that would make statues and they would call them gods and they would worship the statue and offer food and things to the statues. God doesn't want us to do that because He is the one true God. Oh, I see. Here's another one. Do not take the Lord's name in vain. Do you know what that means? Not really. Well, what that means is, do not use God's name as a swear word or say God's name in a cranky way. So some people, when they're cranky, might say God's name like they would say a swear word. God doesn't want us to speak about Him like that. He wants us to speak about Him kindly, to show Him that we love Him. Oh, I see. Next one says, keep the Sabbath holy. What's that mean? Well, because we love God, God wants us to set time aside to rest and worship Him. And that's how we keep it holy, is setting aside a time to really focus and worship Him. And that's why we come to church on Sundays, or in this situation, set time aside to really focus on Him. But we should be worshipping Him every day because we love Him. Honour your father and mother. You mean I have to listen to my mum? Yes, you've got to listen to your mum and do what she says and do what your dad says. Because when you listen to your parents, it shows them that you love them and they are caring for you and looking after you. So that's why we need to honour your father and mother. And it also shows them that you love God when you honour them. Okay. This one. You shall not murder. It means you shall not kill anyone. Oh no! God wants us to live peacefully with everyone, and He doesn't want us harming other people or causing their life to end, because that doesn't show people that you love God if you can't live peacefully. Yes, suppose you're right. Okay, here's a really tricky one. You shall not commit adultery. What's adultery? Well, let me show you. Now, let's imagine these two are married. They're a married couple. And when you're a married couple, you commit your life to honouring each other. But adultery is, let's say someone from the married couple decides they're going to leave not be married anymore and leave their marriage for someone else. God doesn't want us to do that. God wants us to commit to the person that we're married to and not to go after somebody that is married and ask them to marry you instead. Oh, sweet! Here's another one. You shall not steal. Stealing? Well, I did take some toilet paper from a friend's house because I needed it. Annabelle, did you ask your friend if you could? No, I just took it without them knowing. Well, taking something that doesn't belong to you is stealing, and that doesn't show your friend that you love God if you're taking stuff that belongs to them. So God does not want us to steal from one another. Oh, I see. I might go and return that toilet paper. I think that's a good idea. Do not tell lies about other people. Ah, yeah. Even if it's a funny story or if I tell a lie to keep me out of trouble, like saying Billy did it instead of me. The Bible does not want us to tell lies about other people because that doesn't please God when we tell lies. And here's the last one. Do not covet, which means do not go wanting what other people have. Well, my friend Sally has better toys than me, and I want what she's got. God wants us to be grateful for what we have and not go wanting what other people have, because he gives us good things and we need to be grateful. Okay, so these are ways that we can live God's way and show other people that we love God. Thank you.